Hey everyone, it is Reed, 27 years old, just an average dude who made tons of money mistakes in his 20s, and now I want to share everything I learned to help you take control of your finances and your life pieceso. Let me ask you something real quick. Does saying no make you a bad person, or does it actually help you stay happy and succeed in relationships, work? In life, I used to think saying no meant I was letting people down, being selfish, or just a J. Okay, honestly. And for years I lived like that. I said yes to everything, every hangout, every favor, every extra task at work, every plan my girlfriend wanted to make. And you know what happened? I burned out hard. I mean, like waking up dreading my own life kind of burnout, where you look at your week and realize every single day is filled with stuff you don't even want to be doing. That hit me hard one morning. I was sitting on my couch scrolling through my calendar, and I just thought, man, when is this week for me? Every day I had something someone else wanted me to do, and I had nothing left for myself. So today I want to talk about the power of saying no, why it's actually a superpower, and how learning to set boundaries changed my life in ways I never expected. And I want to be clear from the start, I still struggle with this. I am not some boundary setting master. I still feel guilty. Sometimes I still say yes when I should say no, but I've gotten a lot better, and I want to share what I've learned before I get into my story. I want to read an email I got from someone in this community because it honestly hit close to home, and it's why I'm making this video. This person wrote, "Hey Reed, I appreciate you and your content, dude. Much love and respect. I was wondering if this could be a useful topic because from my experience, people have struggled with this the past couple years, including myself. I'm 26 years old. Just now learned how to take care of myself and stop letting everyone cross my boundaries and suck up my energy. My parents got divorced. In 2024, it's been rough, but it's been a learning point. Even if people are your family, parents, or friends, my advice to people out there is do not let people cross your boundaries. Always put yourself first. You have to. Sooner or later, you'll burn out, and you're a long way from home when that happens. Vev spent 90% of 2024 recovering from anxiety, panic attacks, and severe exhaustion. I'm doing good now. And I wanted to give everyone a heads up to please take care in 2025. That email hit me like a truck because I have been there. I know exactly how that feels, that exhaustion, that feeling of being completely drained with nothing left for yourself. And that's why I wanted to talk about this today. So here's my story. Was a yes person for most of my life growing up through high school into college. I always said yes in high school. I wasn't really invited to a ton of stuff, especially early on. So when someone did ask me to do something, I was like, yeah, absolutely, let's go. And that mentality carried into college too. And look, there are definitely benefits to being a yes person. People probably like you more. You get invited to more things, you make more connections. And in some areas of life, you absolutely need to compromise, especially in relationships and business. But the problem is when you never say no, you stop living your own lifey. Remember one week in my early 20s, I looked at my plans and every single day was something I didn't really want to do. Monday, helping a classmate with a project I got nothing from. Tuesday, going out with friends to a place I didn't even like. Wednesday, my girlfriend wanted me to come to some show with her friends. Thursday, extra work stuff I volunteered for. Friday, more social stuff I wasn't excited about, and I just thought, wow, when is this week for me? When do I get to do something I actually enjoy? And that's the trap, man. You get so caught up saying yes to everyone else that you forget to ask yourself, what do I actually want? Same thing happened at work. I was the guy who always volunteered for extra tasks, always agreed with how things were done, even when I knew it was wrong. I would just go along with it because I didn't want to cause trouble or seem difficult. And you know what happened? People did not respect me. They walked all over me. They took advantage of my generosity and never returned the favor. Learn the hard way that people will take advantage of you if you let them. They'll always be looking for things from you and not give anything back. And you end up with a lot of people in your life who don't actually want what's best for you. They just want to use you for their benefit. So after a lot of burnout and some really low mental moments, I finally said, screw this, life is too short to be living according to what other people want for me. So I started saying no. It was awkward at first. Honestly, I felt guilty. I felt like I was letting people down, but I kept doing it. Someone invited me somewhere, and I didn't feel like going. Instead of saying yes out of pressure, I'd say, hey, I appreciate the invite, but no, sorry, man, I got a lot going on this weekend. Someone asked me to review their project or study with them. I'd say, sorry, man, I just don't have the time for that this weekend. And you know what happened? The world did not end. People did not hate me. And I started feeling a lot lighter. No, let me break down how saying no actually helped me in different areas of my life at work. When I stopped being a pushover and stopped just going along with company plans, people actually started to respect me. Learning to say no was my transition from an average employee to a good one. Remember one specific example? Managers got together and presented a plan for how our team should build some software. And I looked at it and thought, this plan is bad. This is going to set us up for failure. So instead of just nodding along because the manager said so, I wrote an email to everyone, managers, directors, other employees, explaining why I thought the plan would fail, sharing my experience building similar projects and proposing a better way to do it. Honestly, I was nervous. I thought I might get in trouble or people would think I was difficult. But you know what happened? They agreed with me. They started pulling me into more important meetings, asking for my opinions, and I ended up getting promoted to senior software engineer with more pay because they valued my honest feedback. Here is the thing: when you say no, you are showing that you have a spine, that you are an independent person who actually thinks about problems instead of just going along with the crowd. People respect that say no. wisely, but do not be afraid to voice your opinions, even if it goes against the norm now. Let's talk about relationships and friendships, because this is where a lot of people struggle, including mine. Relationships, it's easy to get caught up doing a ton of stuff you don't want to do. It burns you out. Oh, we have to go hang out with my family this weekend. Oh, we have to go to this event. And you are sitting there thinking, man, I really just want to stay home or do something else. And I know this is tricky because I am not saying just say no to your girlfriend or boyfriend every time you don't feel like doing something. If you love them, you got to compromise. I did this recently. Actually, my girlfriend wanted to go to a Christmas show and I really wanted to stay home and watch the Packers play the Lions. That was a tough one. I said yes because I knew it would make her happy, and that is part of being in a healthy relationship, but the key is communication. You have to be open about what you actually enjoy doing. You have to speak up and say, hey, I really don't enjoy this thing, or hey, I need some me time this weekend. And if they truly care about you, they will understand, and you will find a balance when you stand up for yourself in relationships. People respect you more. They see you as someone with their own identity, not just a robot going along with whatever they want. With friendships, it's the same thing. Life is short. If you feel pressured to go to something every weekend and you just don't want to go, then don't go. It is your life, yeah. They might be disappointed. They might even be mad at you. And honestly, you might drift apart from some friends if you keep saying no. But look at it this way. As you get older, your weekends and your free time become more valuable because you have less of it. So you need to make sure you are spending it on things you actually enjoy. If someone invites you to something and you don't want to go, just say no, but try to suggest an alternative, something you would actually enjoy doing together. That way you keep the friendship alive, while also respecting your own time and energy. Now, I want to get real about something that I have personally struggled with a lot: setting expectations, especially when it comes to YouTube. And this community, look, I want to be completely transparent with you guys at the risk of sounding selfish. I want to tell you the truth. If you are early on in your YouTube journey, you need to be saying yes more. You need to interact with almost everyone who reaches out to you, answer comments, reply to emails, connect with people in your niche. But as your channel grows, it becomes more challenging. You have to start saying no more. For me at this point, I am starting to get a lot of people asking for things. I get tons of comments, emails about complex personal situations, people asking me to review their videos, people wanting to hop on a call for advice, people asking for interviews on their channels, and a lot of people just reaching out wanting something from me. And because of this, I have to be a lot more strategic about where I put my energy. I am still small enough that I could respond to everyone, but honest to God, it would take hours every day if I sat down to write valuable, thoughtful responses to all my messages. It would eat up my whole day and burn me out instantly, and I feel guilty about it. I really do. People take time out of their day to reach out to me, sometimes sharing really vulnerable personal stories. And when I don't reply, I feel like a bad person, like I am not grateful for the platform I have been given. But here is the reality: saying yes to everything is just not sustainable for me. At this point, if I said yes to everything, I would not have time to make videos, I would not have time to enjoy YouTube, and I would not have time to enjoy my personal life. And if I am not happy, then I am not making good videos. And if I am not making good videos, then I am not helping anyone. So saying no is actually a way for me to keep doing what I do and keep showing up for you. I want to be clear. I love this community. I love when people leave comments and reach out, and I do read all of them. I try to respond as much as I can, and I value every single message more than you know, because I recognize that we are all human beings with struggles and challenges looking for answers. But I am also just one person, one guy with my own struggles and challenges. I'm learning along the way, just like you. I am not a guru. I am not a millionaire. I am just a normal dude trying to figure this whole life thing out. And this is why saying no has become such an important skill for me. Think of it like this: you have one cup of water, and if you give away your water to everyone else, you have nothing left for yourself. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Saying no does not make you selfish. It makes you sane. It protects your energy, saves you from burnout, and sets expectations so people do not walk all over you. Obviously, you do not want to be a Grinch who says no to everything. You gotta find a balance, communicate with people, and compromise when it matters. But here is what I want you to take away from this video: your time, your energy, your mental health. Those are the most valuable things you have. Protect them, guard them, and do not be afraid to say no when something does not serve. You are not a bad person for setting boundaries. You are not selfish for putting yourself first. You are not letting people down by protecting your PC. No. It feels awkward at first. Trust me, I still struggle with it, but the more you practice, the easier it gets and the better your life becomes. So if you are watching this and you are the person who always says yes, always puts others first, always feels guilty for saying no, I want you to try something this week. Just once say no to something that you genuinely do not want to do and see what happens. Chances are the world won't end, and you might just feel a little bit light-teary. Appreciate each one of you. Thank you so much for the support and for reading all the way through this. And if you ever reach out to me and I don't respond, please don't take it personally. I am just one guy trying to balance it all like everyone else. Peace.